Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel. It's nice to have you guys here once again. If you are new, I'm High Priestess Elif. I'm a medium, so I channel the bulk of my message. I'm constantly interpreting messages from Spirit to bring you a clear and concise story, an accurate story, but most importantly to bring you the guidance needed and the understanding needed to help you progress on your path towards whatever it is that you are, whatever it is you desire. We find ourselves stuck in the energy of the seeker for much of our lives because we don't understand that we are not seeking, we're not searching for anything that is ours. What is ours is already there, it is done, it is finding its way to us. We are getting ready to align with and to realize that desire, which already exists, it's done. Already exists, it's done. Okay, to my community, it's always nice to have you here. Of course, thank you so much for your support and your love. I start all of my readings with a guided meditation in which I open a channel for healing in the area of love and relationship, a remote energy healing for my subscribers. So I do hope that those of you who are new to my channel, if you enjoy the energy, the message, you find that it resonates, that you decide to become a part of the community. These messages are to serve you on your journey and not to hinder, so I keep it as highly vibrational as I can. I keep it, how much more in alignment can you be than connected to source and receiving messages and channeling. If you're ready for the higher vibrational stuff, if you're ready to start moving into your own alignment, then this is the channel for you. Because I'm receiving messages from Spirit and I'm channeling, I don't sugarcoat because I don't hold back. I give you the messages that are meant for you. Your guides and keepers, if you are new, have very possibly led you here. Nothing happens by chance. I always ask that you guys settle into your intuition. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you through this message, to help you to know and to recognize which parts of this message is for you. If it is for you, it'll resonate without a doubt. If it doesn't resonate, you can't relate, it's not for you, let it go, don't try and make it fit. If it triggers, it's also for you. Okay? Trust your intuition, trust your guides and keepers. Be selective about the energy that you allow into your space and what you allow yourself to focus on. So do not try and make things fit that do not fit. Okay? And don't try and twist the message in a way that you feel is going to be comfortable for you. If it resonates, it is for you. Even if it reminds you of your person, you have to be a vibrational match to that person for them to be in your life. There is a mirroring. Most of the time there is a mirroring that takes place. Now, Gemini, it seems to me that for the past few months, you have been in this energy of having to make a choice, choosing a path. You are still here. In the last reading, I remember saying to you, do not negotiate. I think it was the reading for the air signs. And it was the same message. Do not negotiate your path, your journey. Each person has their own journey. Even if we cross paths, even if we walk side by side for a while, each person has their own piece of this pie. We're not sharing this pie. We're not sharing our reality, not really. You have your own reality, and what you attract into your reality is only what is active in other people's as well. So you've got to line up with it. So you're not going to attract people into your life that are high vibrational if you are low vibrational. It's just the way it is. You're not going to attract people into your life that embody the energy of betrayal when you have the energy of loyalty, of being loyal to self, of keeping promises to self, of honoring self active in your vibration. It's just not going to happen. So asking other people for permission and getting other people's validation before you make decisions means that you don't trust your own guidance system, and you have to start tapping into your own guidance system here. You have to, what Spirit is saying is, it really doesn't matter what path you choose. Choose the one that you feel inspired to take next. Take the step that you feel inspired to take next. Don't look too further into the future. Don't try and establish the outcomes too much. Don't try and figure it out, because you are not in tomorrow. You are only in the now. And in the next minute, you will be in the now once again. And in the next couple of hours, you will only be in the now. We will only ever be in the now. So to try and figure out which path is going to take us, where a path's going to take us, based on some sort of calculated dynamic. Even if 1,000 people have walked that same path, those 1,000 people would be able to give you similarities about where they've ended up, but also you'll find that there are vast differences, because it's not the path. It is who you are. It is the energy that you hold active. You can have 20 people having the same experience, and they will each give you a different perspective. They will each see different things. Some will see value, others will see suffering, others will see challenge, others will see hardship, some will see excitement, some will see opportunity. Each person will see only what they are a vibrational match to. What are you a vibrational match to? So when I was channeling for your reading, Gemini, there was a bee that came into the room, and it buzzed right in front of me for a while. So bee medicine. For some of you, the bee may be significant. For some of you, the bee may show up at certain times in your life. But the message that the bee brings in this case is, yes, you have been working hard. Yes, you have been working consistently. But you have been focusing on action and not the energy, the vibrational work. You have to do the vibrational work first. Also, think of the bee. The bee says, we are dedicated to our process and to our work, and we understand the value that each and every one of us bring to the hive or the colony. But the most important thing is that we are each clear on our aspect and our focus of the work. We don't go and do other bees' work. The other bees need to do their work. Each bee knows what they must do, and I don't go and do 2 or 3 or 4 other bees' work to get things done. It doesn't work that way. So what I got from that is that you are doing more than you are supposed to. You are doing other people's work. You are carrying other people's share of the load. And that has an effect on the honey. Okay, so Gemini. Perhaps this is where you found yourself stuck, is in focusing on the action and not knowing that you've got to lay the foundation first. The foundation is the vibrational work. You've got to you've got to do the energetic work, and the action needs to be inspired by that energy which is now active within you. Otherwise, you're forcing it, you're pushing it, you've got to motivate yourself to do it, and you're just not yielding the results and the outcomes that you want. You got a few people saying, oh, you're doing a great job. Oh, you really helped out there when I couldn't. Yeah, you've got all these people really giving you validation, approving of you because you're doing their work. But there's no honey. You've got to follow your passion here. You've got to do what you feel passionate about. in every moment. That next step needs to be something you feel moved to do. Some people just need to scale mountains in order to feel a sense of achievement. But I am getting with you, Gemini, that you're a bit tired and you're at a place now where you just want to take a step away from a couple of people. You want to take a step away from situations and you want to pause. You just want to pause, rest, and there needs to be rest and restoration. You also want to walk away from a situation that is emotionally unfulfilling. And I feel like you've been trying to do this for the longest time. It could be someone you consider to be family. It could be somebody that you have kids with. It could also be somebody that you have considered to be your wish fulfillment for a really long time. Alright, so Gemini, I want to take a look at what's happening for you in general, what's happening with your person in general. Then I want to look at your collective energy, what's blocking you, your person's thoughts towards you currently, how they feel. I want to look at what their desired outcome would be if they could have any outcome that they want, and then what sort of outcomes we can expect for you during the month of February. Okay. Where is it that my Gemini is at currently? You've entered a new phase. There are new opportunities coming for you. There's something new, something solid. I think it's in relation to money. It could be in relation to new passions coming into your life. But Spirit is really directing me a lot towards money, career, business. However, you still don't have mental clarity. You're in a mental fog. You're still trying to master what you focus on. You're still trying to come to mental maturity because you find that a lot of your stress, your anxiety, a lot of the actions you take is from an anxious, a mentally distressed place. The actions that you take that don't yield the outcomes that you want is from a mentally distressed place. And the Temperance is here. Allowing yourself to tune into your inner being patient. As I said, there's a pause I'm feeling here. You're realizing that you need to take a step back. You need rest and restoration. You need to be patient. You need a cleansing of the mind. Cleansing, which will lead to a refining of your emotions. You being able to tap into your own guidance system, you being able to understand what your emotions are telling you, what they are guiding you towards. Your emotions are your guidance system. And if you don't know how to use them, your life feels like it's in shambles all the time. Where is it that my Gemini's person is currently? What is going on with Gemini's person currently? Gemini, your person seems to be oppressed, bound. They believe that they are stuck in some sort of situation and they're too afraid to move, but they're not. Your person feels as though their hands are tied, that they are tied. And they are not. They can just take off the blindfold and walk out of this situation. But mentally, they don't believe they can. What is at the base of your connection, Gemini? Thank you, Spirit. A judgment call is being made, and someone's definitely walking away from something here. I've seen that before as well. So there are relationships coming to an end. I think Spirit is saying to me, for some of you, you've known this a couple of months ago, but you don't want to be the one to cut it off. So you just keep letting it, allowing it, as if, in the right time or with time, it's going to just phase out of your life. You don't like to let things go. There's a fear. Fear, you don't trust yourself, a fear of making a mistake, a fear of loss, a fear of rejection, a fear of burning bridges. But a judgment call has been made. There's a letting go here. And you've already detached emotionally and mentally. You're starting to do that too. What's crossing this? Yeah. Okay. So, you've been standing at this crossroads, knowing that you need to choose a path, and that path leads you away, very possibly, from what has been. There is a walking away from, and a wanting, a desire to follow and pursue your own passions, that which excites you. But you've been too afraid to walk away and let go of this person who you have kids with, who you are very possibly married to, or in a situation that resembles that. Because you are afraid that this is that you might be making a mistake, that this could be as good as it gets with this person, and you might regret it later on, even though everything in you is saying, no, this is not where I want to be, this is not what's right. The Emperor is really, really focused on responsibility and stubborn about that which they've invested in. So what does that mean? This is someone, so it could be you or your person, Gemini. This is someone that does not want to walk away from this situation because they've invested so much. They are seen as the emperor of this empire, and if they leave it, then they will be shunning a responsibility, even though they're not happy. The idea of failing at a marriage, or failing at this situation, or failing this person, or failing these kids that you have with this person, or that they have with this person. Someone definitely feels stuck here, and they're not. So what is it that Gemini's person thinks of them at this moment? Right now, currently, what are their thoughts about Gemini? This is really looking, Gemini, to me as though this is someone that you're married to. Because they see you as the Empress, which is the divine feminine. So you can be male or female, it doesn't matter, but it just means that you're the one who embodies being intuitive, being more conscious about what's happening here. The one that is fruitful, the one that gives birth to things, the one that basically calls the shots. Has a dynamic ability. The Empress is the one that is fruitful, that makes the land, the harvest fruitful, that turns a barren land into one that is fruitful. It is the mother, it is the one that gives birth to the ideas, to the life, to the goals, to The divine feminine is also the one that is nurturing. So I'm sensing a dependence. There's a dependence from your person on you. There's a codependence. Your person could see you as the mother of their child or children. What is it that my Gemini's person feels for them currently? Your person feels that you're the only thing that makes sense. Your person's feelings are really all in their head for you. I don't see any emotional connection here. I feel like this is more a codependence. I really feel like you're wanting to let this go. Like you've been wanting to let this go. Because of your expansion, and you wanting more. You're wanting an emotional connection. What would be the ideal outcome for this person with my Gemini, if they could have any outcome? The illusion of emotional maturity. The illusion of being emotionally invested. This person, Gemini, if this reading is resonating with you and you are considering separating from a long-term commitment or getting a divorce or whatever, if this message resonates with you, then this person does not have the capacity to give you what it is that you desire, which is what you deserve, which is what even your person deserves. You are making the right decision by letting this go. Outcomes during the month of February with this person. This could even be for your person that is in a Gemini, that's in a third party situation where they're with someone because they feel a sense of responsibility and they feel that they have to honor their commitment, but they're in love with you. This could be going on with them right now. Take it as it resonates, guys. You know your position. Yeah. There is a closing of a gap here. So, okay. Now this is really, really starting to come together. So for some of you, as I've said, I've given you the different scenarios here. What I'm feeling very strongly for many of you is that this is your person's situation. And this situation that they've been stuck in is this distance, this gap between you guys. And what's happening is your person is walking away and realizing, even coming to clarity, that this is what they need to do. Even though they felt stuck, and the person that they are with or married to does not want to let them go, even though this person is not fulfilled either. And action is being taken here to close this gap. The gap between you. And your person is showing up in clarity, communicating clearly, taking action that is going to honor your person. If this is you, if it is your situation, and you are wanting to close a gap with your divine counterpart, and you've been in a situation where you've just stayed, even though you no longer love this person in that way, even you have kids together, and even though you no longer, you know that you need this separation has happened gradually in different ways over time. It's like pulling a band-aid off really, really slowly. You've been torturing yourself, you've been torturing this other person, and this is years in the making. And I see that this person, whoever this person is, whether it is you or your person, coming into the energy of a king. Being direct, being clear, taking action that needs to be taken, showing up as a king. Okay, let's get some advice here. Advice for my Gemini, please. Thank you, Spirit. Do not cut your nose to spite your face. Do not cut out something just because you're afraid to be emotionally vulnerable. Do not pretend to not care when you really do care. And don't make head over heart decisions when you are dealing with matters of the heart. And for the person who has been going back and forth between two situations, in their heart, in their mind, and in the physical, know and understand you cannot trust this person with your happiness and your well-being. I'm not saying stop loving them. I'm not saying make a head over heart decision. I'm not saying be angry and bitter. Remain in your truth. Remain in the energy of love, but do not make decisions that dishonor you because you are relying on this person to do what you're supposed to be doing for yourself, which is to honor yourself, to be someone that you can trust, to make decisions that honor and are worthy of you, to keep your promises to yourself, because this person is not yet in a place where they can even do this for themselves, and you're expecting too much from them. Can you love without the expectations of them doing particular things or things turning out in a certain way? Can you give that to yourself? Or do you need to receive it from this person? Because you're betraying yourself. If you're expecting to be honored, to be loved unconditionally, to have loyalty, to be adored, to be whatever, treated in a certain way by this person, who is not in an energy where they can even do it for themselves, that is a foolish expectation. That is what you should be doing for you. And you should be enough for you. Until you see this person, take a step back, that pause and that clarity that you're wanting to gain, go with that. Take a step back and allow yourself, whatever proximity this person may have in relation to you right now, wherever they may be in your life, that doesn't have to change what is happening emotionally and energetically for you. Only when you see this person showing up for themselves in the way that you'd like for them to show up for you, can you have a little bit of that expectation? Can you see it actually happening, but you're expecting too much from them, whilst it's not something they're able to do for themselves. Okay, just some more advice for Gemini. So what do? You learn how to become self-sufficient unto yourself. You learn to be happy with yourself. You learn to be happy and to see the value even in the contrast and that which you consider to be problems, and to be unconditional about it. You learn to get to a point, you do the work, you implement the processes, and you receive and welcome the guidance that helps you to do that. That you are not, your happiness and your sense of stability within yourself is not dependent on what somebody else is doing or what is happening outside of you. And that takes work and that takes guidance. Find your solutions in unknown places. In the quiet, in the darkness, where not everybody is willing to look. Gemini, this is your reading. Do what is best for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, perhaps you found that this message resonates, you'd like to take a closer look into your situation, you'd like to receive guidance, perhaps you'd like to get spiritual guidance through your process. Maybe you want to get some spiritual coaching to help you to learn these different tools and techniques to implement the processes that guide you towards taking your life back and tuning into that which you want to introduce into your life. We have a tendency to watch the other person and what they're doing and to want to know, well, what is he going to do? What is she going to do next? What is it that they want? I can tell you what they want. But what they want is not necessarily what's going to happen, because even if they want the most perfect outcome with you, if they're not an energetic match to that, it's not going to happen. And even if you both want the very same thing, if you're a vibrational match to something else, then something else is going to happen. So how do you become that which you want to let in? That's the answer. Love and light to you, Gemini. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.